Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be doing a project review on Lyndenwoods. This is the first and only residential development in the Science Park area in the last 40 years. But this is not an unblocked sale or a GLS land site, but rather it has been home to D-Star for 18 years before CapitaLand managed to obtain approval to rezone this for residential use. And Lyndenwoods managed to attract more than 5,000 visitors during its first preview weekend. So what makes Lyndenwoods so attractive? If you are interested to find out if this project is suitable for you or if you have any property related questions, do scan the QR code above to contact me for a one-to-one consultation. Now let's review the project using our 8-step checklist in our Safe Property Move framework to see if Lyndenwoods is a hit or miss. So first things first, let's take a look at the location of Lyndenwoods. So it is right beside Geneo, a new integrated development consisting of CapitaLand's $1.4 billion flagship life sciences and innovation cluster. Shopee is also located in Geneo over here. So both Geneo and Lyndenwoods are developed by the same master developer, CapitaLand. This will help to ensure the same quality and design consistency. Nearby, you will have NUH and NUS occupying a huge plot of land. Opposite will be Mediapolis and the latest new launch, which is Bloomsbury. In the vicinity, you have office buildings such as DNVGL. They are a shipping classification society. DSO is Singapore's defense R&D arm. And of course, Cambridge MRT is here. So from Lyndenwoods, this is a 6-minute shouted walk to the MRT. Moving on, let's talk about the project details for Lyndenwoods. Located at 6971 Science Park Drive, there will be 2 blocks, and it is in the Queenstown Planning Area, RCR, City Fringe Development, and it is on a new 99-year list starting from April this year. Site area, 11,556 square meters, number of units, 343. So there will be 2 blocks of 24-story apartments and a 2-story basement car park. So number of car park lots, 240 lots, 70% car park provision, out of which 35 will be for the electric vehicles. So expected TOP is in June 2029. So for the unit mix, we have 2 bedrooms, 137 units, starting from 630 square feet, 2 bedroom plus study, 92 units starting from 850 square feet, the 3 bedrooms, 45 such units starting from 1000 square feet, the 3 bedroom plus guest premium, 46 units starting from 1200 square feet, and the 4 bedroom premium, 23 units starting from 1600 square feet. So the 2 bedroom and the 2 bedroom plus study, they make up about 67% of the total number of units. So I guess from this, you can tell that the developer is gearing it towards investors or couples with dual income and no kids. So let's move on to the 8 factors in our checklist. The first criteria will be the project size and quality. So Lyndenwoods is considered a mid-sized project with 343 units and a site area of approximately 124,342 square feet. So if we compare this to another new launch nearby, which is Bloomsbury, Bloomsbury has 358 units with a site area of 114,400 square feet. Comparatively, Lyndenwoods does have a slight advantage over here. Looking at the site plan, most of the units will have north-south orientation. So the west sun will mainly come in from the west and kiss 2 stacks over here, which are the stack 3 and stack 2. And stack 3 will be the 3-bedder units and stack 2 will house the 3-bedder plus guest units. So although Lyndenwoods is a mid-sized project, it still comes with plenty of open spaces, a 50-meter infinity lap pool, a tennis court, and even a pickleball court. And these facilities are positioned in front so that they provide a buffer against the highway noise from the AYE. So these are some of the artist impressions of the facilities. Let's talk about the other aspects of the development as well. So the entrance to the project is here. Side gates, we have 2 and they are located over here and here. The bin center and substation will be located at basement 1 and generators set over here. So all this will be located nearest to stack 9. The water tank at block 69 will be on the rooftop of stacks 7 and 8, while the water tank at block 71 will be on the rooftop of stacks 9 and 10. And also the units that are fronting the highway are mainly the 2 bathers and 2 bathers plus study, with one stack of 3 bathers at stack 3, which is also the furthest from the highway. Now the distance from AYE to the nearest stack is 41 meters. So stacks 5, 6, 11 and 12 look like they have a buffer of almost 50 meters from the highway. A plus point is that the units facing the AYE will get double glazed windows in the bedrooms to help to reduce the noise levels. The stacks are also positioned in a point block system so that most of the bathrooms will be able to have a window for natural ventilation. So now let's take a look at the drone views from Lyndenwoods itself. So if you are facing the facilities and towards AYE, alright, this is northeast facing, and opposite Lyndenwoods is Mediapolis, and you see 2 empty plots of land. These are currently zoned as residential with commercial at first story. Okay, towards our left, of course, this is Genial, and this is Citadin's service apartments. Okay, and if you are facing Cambridge Park, this will be the southwest orientation. If you get a unit that's high enough, you clear all these business parks, you would have a sea view. Okay, the empty plot of land currently, this is also zoned for business park use. So I guess for the building height, it might be consistent with the existing buildings over here. Of course, this is east facing towards the city, and you get to see Interlace and Normanton Park in the background. Now let's move on to unit efficiency. Do note that Lyndenwoods is not subject to the URA harmonization guidelines, hence the size of the aircon ledge is included in the strata area. But let's check if the layouts make sense. So I will take a look at the 2 layouts which I think are worth considering. First would be the 2 bedroom and 2 bath layout at 721 square feet. At first glance, the layout is regular and the rooms are spacious. For this layout, you have an open kitchen, a 4-seater dining table in the dining area. The bedrooms are in a dumbbell format layout opposite each other, together with their respective bathrooms. So even the second bedroom looks like a master bedroom with its own attached bath. Tenants will love such a layout because it offers a lot of privacy. The master bedroom currently has a king-size bed in it, a built-in wardrobe, and it still has plenty of space to move around the room. The master bathroom has a window for natural ventilation, whereas the second bathroom does not have that. Another point to note is that the AC latch is outside the toilet, as this is also one of the concerns that buyers may have when AC latch is outside the bedrooms. So the second floor plan I want to look at is the 3-bedroom at 1023 square feet. Landscape layout. Both common rooms can fit a queen-size bed, very spacious MBR, and its attached bath has natural ventilation as well. Enclosable kitchen with window for ventilation when you're cooking, very important, and this layout has a household shelter. Overall, it's a very practical layout for family use, be it for own stay or for rental. So for all the units in Lyndenwoods, the developer will be providing a white KDK ceiling fan in the living room and a manual zip track for the balcony. And with this being a non-PPVC construction, buyers also have the flexibility to configure the rooms. For example, you can have more living and entertainment space in this 2+ study layout by simply removing this wall for the study room. The next criteria in our list is amenities. So Lyndenwoods is a 6-minute shorted walk to Cambridge MRT on the Circle Line, and it is also possible that the MRT will be linked to the Jurong Line in future, as feasibility studies to do so are ongoing. Genial Mall also offers a mix of retail and F&B options, and if you want to venture elsewhere, you have the convenience of traveling via train or via a short car ride to Star Vista, One Holland Village and Orchard. Other nearby business nodes such as One North, Harbourfront, the CBD, Jurong East, our future second CBD, are easily accessible within a 15-minute MRT ride. So the fourth criteria is schools. We do not have confirmation if Fairfield Methodist is within the 1 km radius, But in the vicinity itself, there are also educational institutions such as ACJC, Singapore Poly, and NUS. So moving on to the next item in our checklist, which is URA Planning. In Science Park, Geneo is a newly rejuvenated, vibrant mixed-use cluster which CapitaLand spent $1.4 billion on. It now has business park space with 5 Grade A office buildings, co-working purpose-built labs, wellness amenities, F&B and retail options, and public community spaces. Both Geneo and Lyndenwoods are developed by the same master developer, CapitaLand, and they are also surrounded by key institutions and business nodes, including NUS and NUH. The Science Park transformation aligns with URA Draft Master Plan 2025, which aims to decentralize growth and bring more housing, amenities, and jobs closer together. The area is also envisioned to be part of the Greater One North Innovation District, supporting research and development, technology, and biomedical sciences. Okay, so the next criteria in our checklist is supply and demand. In the upcoming residential developments in the Draft Master Plan for the Greater One North area, there will be more upcoming residential developments in Mediapolis and Dover Medway. In Mediapolis, it should be private residential developments with commercial at first story, and a mix of public and private housing in Dover. Current supply-wise, you do have the mega project Normanton Park and Bloomsbury, but they are not within walking distance to MRT. And walking distance has to be under 7 minutes in Singapore's weather. Now, in the One North area that is within walking distance to MRT, we do have Blossoms by the Park. They have 275 units, out of which 94% are sold. They are left with 10 units of 4 bedrooms. And for the Hill at One North, they have 142 units, out of which 74% are sold, with 33 units of 2-bed and 3-bedder plus study left. And these two projects will TOP in the next couple of years. So for resale properties in the One North area near MRT, we have 2 bedrooms that can go from 1.35 million right up to 2.35 million. So of course, for these kind of 2-bedders, their sizes are much larger than what we have in Lyndenwoods. And we also do a price and rental comparison later on with these projects. With regards to demand, Singapore Science Park is among Asia's most sought after addresses for biomedical, R&D and technology development. So currently, some of the companies that are in Singapore Science Park include Avaya, Refinitiv, DNV, DSO, Shimadzu, AT&T, Institute of Microelectronics, Crimson Logic, IDS Medical, and etc. And of course, One North is a vibrant research and business park that houses well-known leading companies such as P&G Innovation Center, A-Star, Canon, Fujitsu Asia, Garena, Ubisoft, MediaCorp Campus, among others. So Lyndenwoods being in the heart of Science Park, I think it is well positioned to attract demand from staff and workers from these companies. So moving on to the next criteria, it will be rentability. So here we have a list of completed projects with rental statistics. So the first two, Dover Park View and Heritage View, these are closer to the Dover MRT, but they are also older developments. And Normanton Park, this is not within walking distance, although it's a relatively new project. So I think we'll take a look at the 3 that are closest to Buona Vista MRT, which are One North Eden, One North Residences, and Rochester Residences. But for a better comparison, let's use One North Eden. One North Eden is a smaller project. It has 165 units with a land size that's half of Lyndenwoods. So definitely it has lesser facilities than Lyndenwoods itself. So Lyndenwoods being right in Science Park, and it has the convenience of nearby transport and amenities. I believe that once Lyndenwoods achieves TOP, it should be able to have a better rental rate than One North Eden. Nonetheless, let's use One North Eden's rental rate for calculation purposes. We'll take the 2-bedroom and the 3-bedroom rental. So let's plug in the numbers. So taking One North Eden's rental rate of $5,292 per month, This will give us an annual rental income of 63,000. Okay, so based on that, and let's use the 2 bed and 2 bath in Lyndenwoods. Okay, the prices, estimated prices. And so this will be the expected yield across the different price range for the 2 bed and 2 bath. And for the 3 bedder, the rental right now at One North Eden is $6,543. So on an annual basis, it's 78,000. So across the different price range, this would be your rental yield. Okay. So of course, I mean, if you are really buying Lyndenwoods for rental yield purposes, then this might be the price range you would want to consider to get a decent rental yield. Okay. Let's also take a look at the available rental supply in the market right now. So let's head on to Property Guru. We search by district. So district 5, and we apply a few filters. Okay, condo. Okay, apply filters, and we'll want to look at the 2 bedrooms. Let's do a quick search, and you see there are 250 units for rent. Okay, but if you filter it down further, okay, we want walking distance to MRT. Okay, so within a 5 to 7 minute walk to MRT, we have 8 apartments. We're down to 8 apartments. So you can see these are mainly the smaller developments in the Pasir Panjang area. Okay, let's filter it down further. Let's say we do not want a development that's more than 5 years old. Let's take a look at what we have. We have only 1 apartment left. Okay, so for the 2 bedder, we do have only 1 apartment left if we want a place that's less than 5 years old. Okay, next, let's also do a check for the 3 bedrooms. So same thing, 3 bedroom. Let's just change the criteria. Okay, we just put any first and we see what we have. Clear off everything. Okay, so for 3 bedders in District 5, we do have 275 units up for rent. Okay, so if we filter it down, we want close to MRT, right? 5 to 7 minute walk. And we have only 15 apartments. We only have 15 units, that are within walking distance to MRT in District 5. And again, if we want something that is newer, okay, let's put in a build year minimum, year 2020. And same thing, we only have 1 apartment. Okay, so that's only one. So as you can see, if the tenant is very selective, they want something newer and within walking distance to the MRT, there are really not much choices left, and currently the supply is concentrated in the Pasir Panjang area. So next up on our checklist will be the entry price. So to evaluate the entry price, let's use the existing new launches in the area for comparison. First up will be the Hill at One North. We will use their 2 bed 2 bath at 732 square feet. The price quantum ranges from 1.826 million to 1.947 million. And mapping it to Lyndenwoods, this allows us to go up to the upper end of the price matrix at 2650 per square foot. And in this case, if you can enter at below that price, this is something you can consider. For the 3 bedder at the Hill, we will take their 3 bedder layout at 1023 square feet that has a household shelter. And in that category, the transacted prices range from 2.467 million to 2.599 million. Again, mapping it to Lyndenwoods, this will allow us to go up to almost 2550 per square foot. Next up, we will use Bloomsbury for comparison. They are 2 bed 2 bath at 678 square feet. The price quantum ranges from 1.648 million to 1.674 million. And at Lyndenwoods, this would be at the PSF range of 2,300 per square foot. Considering that Lyndenwoods has the advantage of amenities and MRT within walking distance, you do have to consider if it justifies paying a higher PSF for the 2 bed and 2 bath. Now for the 3 bedder at Bloomsbury, we will use the 980 square feet layout for comparison against the 3 bedder in Lyndenwoods. So the transacted price quantum at Bloomsbury range from 2.36 million to 2.514 million. So this will allow you to go up to $2,450 PSF at Lyndenwoods. So anything above $2,450 per square foot, does it justify paying more? Just to recap, the developer will be launching Lyndenwoods at a starting PSF of $2,200, and this is a city fringe RCR project with future launch prices in the OCR starting from 2004 to 2009 PSF. Does this make Lyndenwoods a safe buy? Overall, I think Lyndenwoods has met most of the criteria, and the only major downside I see is the highway noise. So based on my own opinion, my final rating for Lyndenwoods would be 3.8 out of 5. We have come to the end of the video, and I hope you gain clarity on whether Lyndenwoods is a hit or miss. If you found this content useful, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.